Hey everybody, good evening. This is Jay Tahoe. Ladies and gentlemen, buddy boyos and girls, this is not Jay Tahoe's Fabulous Podcast. This is just me driving somewhere. But I haven't done a stream in a long time, so I don't, I kind of wanted to you know, make one, even though I don't really have a topic or guests or anything lined up for tonight. Um, but there's been a lot going on in the world, I guess, that I could react to, right? Like Afghanistan, the upcoming economic crash. Um, what's what my predictions for 2022 are. There's I got plenty of material if we're being honest here, but figured I'd just have a check in with everybody, kind of make this one of those like chill streams where you know I'm just driving. Hey, there's nothing really else better to do, so figured we'd have a live stream. So anyway, for those of you who've been wondering where the hell I've been recently, I started a new job about a month and a half ago, and it has been really, really crazy. I kind of like inherited a situation where where everything was kind of a dumpster fire, and I've been working to put that dumpster fire out. So I haven't really been as active on YouTube or Discord or anything like that because I've been pretty busy. Some big changes coming up in life this weekend. Actually, we'll be in Atlantic City in Jersey, so that should be fun. Got a trip to Salem with my friend Mary and his girlfriend coming up in a couple of weeks. So that should be fun. Just got done changing the oil on my truck here, so heading out from the store and everything here. So we got a lot going on in the world right now. The first thing I'll react to is the Afghanistan debacle. What is there really to say about that other than that was probably going to be the worst military blunder in the history of this country. And I do not say that lightly, right? Like, we had no business in Vietnam, right? We had no business in Iraq in the early 2000s. We certainly had business in Afghanistan, following 9/11. Yes, we were attacked on our own soil and we had to do something about it. However, the thing is, yes, but Biden is entirely to blame here. Not just him. There's General Milley, and I saw he had his congressional hearing yesterday. I didn't get to watch much of it, but I saw that they were asking him questions, and it's really pretty mind-boggling. It's almost like my thoughts, and it almost had to be intentional, right? I mean, there's no way that much experience could lead to hey, let's have the troops leave first, leave all of our weapons and vehicles behind, right? Let's just leave all of our weapons and vehicles behind, and hey, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was saying, it almost has to be intentional, and maybe what they're doing is setting up a false flag. We're purposely, rearming the Taliban so that we can justify another war in the future. Because we know we're going to have a market crash coming up in a few months, right? And what gets us out of a depression quickly? A war. So it could be. I'm not saying that there's a conspiracy. I'm not saying that that's definitely what's going on here, but it certainly could be what's at play here. So that's really my thoughts on that. Again, I've been so busy, it's hard to like stay current on all this stuff and stay up on it. So there's that. I'm trying to think what else is really is going on in the world. Oh, Gabby Petito. Yeah, I should probably talk about Gabby Petito since I'm a Long Island native myself, and Gabby Petito was from here. So, I mean, obviously, it was pretty horrible. I mean, I think the logical conclusion that a lot of us are reaching is it certainly does not look good for Brian Laundrie, right? I mean, certainly he certainly was not cooperative with the police. And you'd think you've been with somebody, you're their fiance, you're on social media posting that they're the quote unquote love of your life. You would think that when a person like that goes missing, you'd be the first one to contact the authorities, right? You'd be the first one to cooperate and offer up any information that you had on where they were last seen and the disappearance. Now, I want to be clear, yeah, getting not not speaking, remaining silent, and getting a lawyer doesn't make you guilty. You are innocent until proven guilty. We do need evidence to prove that he was actually the one who caused the death. At the very least, I would say even if he wasn't the one who actually was responsible for it or actually killed her, I do think he's got to know who it was or what happened. But the fact that he wouldn't cooperate even before he was wanted, right? Even before there was any search party, even before he became a person of interest, just his unwillingness to cooperate, I think does it kind of speaks to there being a motive, right? It kind of speaks to like he's protecting himself. It doesn't make you guilty, but it makes it. But in the public eye, it makes you look, guilty AF. So there's that. Now, the media attention that it's getting. Let's talk about that because we've got Ghislaine Maxwell is set to face trial in November, right? The right hand woman of Jeffrey Epstein, is facing like 80 years in jail and some crazy crap like that. And we know that she's probably gonna drop names, right, to reduce her sentence. Exposing global elites and some very powerful people. And it's almost like too convenient how because like look what happened to Gabby, I wouldn't wish on anybody. It's a terrible thing, but it's like people go missing all the time, right? People get murdered all the time. It happens. Unfortunately, it happens all the time. It just so happens that we've got this we've got the trial of Maxwell coming up, and like we're just it's almost like we're forgetting all about Epstein. And yeah, I know there's like memes about it, but it's like no man, like we got to really like focus on the accountability of the elite here. And I don't I guess that's just wishful thinking to think that would ever happen or could ever happen because obviously you look at who's in charge of the networks. They're gonna of course Gabby Petito is on every station, and why wouldn't she be, right? I mean, she's an attractive young girl. We know sex sells, right? So we want to put an attractive young girl on every station, and that's what people are going to watch. And we're going to conveniently forget all about Jeffrey Epstein. We're going to forget all about Maxwell, and I mean, yeah, not saying that that this doesn't deserve attention. It does. We still need to find Brian Laundrie. He still needs to be questioned and prosecuted. If there's strong enough evidence, he needs to face accountability for this. But I'm saying, like, the media attention that it's receiving, it's almost like too convenient, the timing, in light of what's about to happen with Maxwell and everything. So think about that, right? It's a very convenient distraction because people go missing all the time. People unfortunately get murdered. It's a fact of life, but it doesn't always receive this kind of attention. But it's a great distraction when it does. Even like the Delta variant and everything. Like, yeah, I know the death rates are higher and everything. But it's like the government reacted a lot more harshly to the novel coronavirus, right? Last year, that's when we had the lockdowns and it was everybody had to wear masks everywhere. I mean, yes, like a lot of us got vaccinated, so now you don't have to wear masks. out in public anymore. I really don't. Um, and you can think what you want about vaccines. I really don't care. I know everybody's like, oh my God, you got vaccinated. You took an experimental thing. Shut up. Like, honestly, I took it. I got sick for one day. I'm fine. And everybody's like, oh my God, but what about in 10 years? Jay, what about in 10 years? What specifically is going to happen in 10 years that didn't happen now? Do you know how a vaccine works? Right, like it's sort of proteins, right? It's proteins that resemble the virus but aren't the virus, that go into your body, and your body reacts to them, and it basically makes antibodies that are resistant against the actual virus. What's that going to do in 10 years? If anything, the effects of the vaccine actually wear off, right? That's why there's a flu shot every year, because the effects of the previous one wear off. You actually have, even people who've had COVID, right? They get tested for antibodies and they have, a certain percentage less, down the road after their first exposure. But again, like, I'm not really here to like explain the science of it to people. I'm also not for the mandates. Like right now in healthcare, there's a lot of, oh, if you don't get vaccinated, you're gonna get fired. I'm also definitely not with that. That is definitely a trampling of people's rights, of people's constitutional rights, for sure. And it's just really frustrating, I guess, that everybody's gonna lump you in with either side, no matter what you say, right? Because, like, yeah, I got vaccinated because I got people I don't want to get sick, and hasn't really affected my life anyway. And everybody's like, "Oh, you must be some bleeding heart liberal, and you voted for Biden." I'm like, oh, first off, I didn't vote for Biden. I didn't vote for Trump or Biden. I voted for a third party candidate. Motherfuckers, y'all better recognize. But then you got the other side, right? And they're like, oh, so you want everybody to be vaccinated just like you. You want to I'm like, oh, hold on, I never said that. Yeah, I took a vaccine. That was my choice. I don't tell anybody else how to live their life. I'm like, I think it's a smart thing to do, and you should. But I also think the government has no place telling you to do that. So that's where I stand on that. I'm like, yeah, like you can get it if you want, and I encourage people to do so. But I don't think that the government has any right to tell you what you should put in your body. Yeah, it is your body, your choice, indeed. So if you don't want to get the vaccine, that's good for you. Good for you. Getting a nice. We had a nice sunset here tonight on Long Island. It's pretty this time of year up here. I do as much as, like, the Northeast has its headaches, like snowstorms and everything. We do get some really beautiful weather up here too. Actually, the fall up here is really nice. The leaves are going to start changing soon. It's very pretty. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a nature walk video one of these days soon. Maybe. Think about it. You guys let me know if that's something you want to see, or maybe that's totally lame. Who knows? Just wish this traffic would lighten up a little bit, Some skateboard guys. Skateboard chads. Sup, brah? Some university students right there. All right. Sup, Jay? Nice to see you are doing fine. Windows minus, my brother. How are you, sir? It certainly has been a while. I know it's like, there's people I haven't been as active in, on YouTube and Discord and everything recently, but there's a lot of people I miss, genuine, good conversations with. So, I'll run the whole Greenway Trail out to Shoreham with you. Yeah, dude. Actually, like, I would love to, like, get back into running and everything. I've gotten, like, so overweight now. If we're talking, I'm 5'7". I'm right on that cusp of two hundo right now, of two bills. Not a good kind of two hundo, like a kind of chubby kind of two hundo. So definitely got to get back into some running soon. I'm hoping, like the new job and everything is actually like, it's still pretty busy, but it's starting to like kind of like level out as I get things like, kind of running on their own a little bit more, a little more independence for like the employees and stuff. And then I think I'll have time to like start going back to the gym and running and stuff. So I'm fine, bro. I can't complain. Cool. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Hopefully things are things are going back to normal over in Italy too, with the pandemic and everything. You know what's amazing is that like I've been driving this whole time and actually like have reception to like record with. That's pretty because like I was doing my kayaking video like a week and a half ago, and I mean anytime you're by the water you're gonna have crappy reception. Because they just whatever reason people don't like to let people build cell towers by the water. Because they're like, no, it's an eyesore. No, it's an eyesore. Except that nobody gets any reception. So, just your property value or inconvenience everybody. Think about that one. Solve that one real quick. Cycling is good too. Yeah, it is. I gotta get a bike. I mean, like I have like this 7-speed like Mongoose somewhere, but it's old and like I gotta put like new tires on it and everything because they're all dry rotted. I bought it in like 2016 or 2017. It's been pretty much sitting on the side of my apartment for like years. Kind of sucks. Like I would love to get into like cycling again. Oh man. Oh man. Well, Miri and I are about to make some tacos, so got my taco shells and I just gotta sit through all this here traffic. As I talk about how I need to lose weight, I'm gonna make some tacos. I make good life choices sometimes. So, yeah. Hey, Dickie Swans. I don't know if you want to come on the stream or not. I can actually send you an invite because I got probably another like 10-15 minutes of traffic. I'm gonna sit in here. So, if you have anything you want to discuss, I can bring you on. Like I said, I didn't really have much to. I'm kind of just going off the cuff here. I don't really have time to set up topics or line up guests. So, actually, here, let me do. I'm gonna copy and paste it into the comments here. You're eating. All right. Well, maybe another time. No big deal. But yeah. So that's how things are going for now. I'm trying to think what else. We talked about Afghanistan. We talked about Gabby Petito. What else is going on in the world right now? All kinds of fucked up things, right? New York State eviction moratorium extended through January. So, we've got Kathy Hochul kind of taking charge there. But it's kind of like I can see like a lot of the landlords who haven't been getting paid, like they're really upset, and rightfully so, because some people didn't really have a hardship and just used it to not pay rent. I guess they can contest it under the new one. But we'll see how that goes. But it's like can Hochul constitutionally do that? It raises a whole bunch of questions. It's like come January, it's like will they kick the can down the road again? Because what's going to happen? Like the rent has really it's spiked up here in New York. I mean, we know that the bubble is going to burst when the housing bubble bursts, but it's like what's going to happen is like a lot of people are going to be like out on the street and stuff, and we're going to have this influx in homelessness. And I don't think, especially like since she just became governor, I don't think Hochul wants to like have that on her. And it's going to cause the implications of that are gonna be pretty crazy. You riding with Biden? No, I am not. I would have been whatever rhymes with Jorgensen. Whatever rhymes with that. That's what I'm doing, because that's actually who I voted for, was Jo Jorgensen, the libertarian. You know, I think libertarian. What is that saying? Libertarians, they're just Republicans who smoke weed. It's kind of like how I am. I don't smoke weed, but I don't begrudge anybody who does. So, Hochul is a yokel, yeah. Yeah, she is. Forge with George. George who, though? Oh, we got the bumpies. Oh, God. Whenever they're about to pave the street, I feel like this is so bad for your tires. Not that my tires on this truck are great anyway, but it's like, we're really getting the bumpies. I'm gonna go through this light. Fuck it. No, I made it. It was still yellow. Ooh, big pothole over there. Yeah, I wish. Yo, the Tahoe's got a system, buddy boyo. Nah, it doesn't. It's got a very basic setup here. This is a 2000 Tahoe I'm driving right here, so it's actually leaking a lot of power steering fluid. So I was leaking. I had to drive out to the city today, and I was like, oh, wow, I was getting a grinding noise. So I'm like, oh crap! I'm like, my power. The steering's really heavy. I have like no power steering. So I hope my power steering pump isn't going. I hope it's just like a leak in the line I can patch somewhere. But will you ghost ride the whip on live stream? Something to consider. I mean, like, I might die, but if you're okay with me dying for your entertainment, I think it's a possibility. This traffic really sucks. For those of you guys who don't live in New York or Long Island, right? This is what we deal with every day here. That's what. Hey, Dickie Swans, correct? I feel like I'm Joe Rogan. Hey, Jamie, look this up. Long Island, right? We got 8 million people on an island 100 miles wide and 15 miles across. So it's like, what, like 1,500 square miles, and we've got 8 million people. So we're talking about multiple 100,000 people per square mile or some shit like that. Like, we're one of the most densely packed areas in the country. Oh, never mind. No, this isn't even traffic. This is just people driving bad, because there was a bump here, and they were all afraid to like go fast because apparently. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. We're going slow again. I could dedicate a whole stream to just people driving badly. I really could. Oh, come on. How high is that booster seat? All right, it's about 6 inches. You got me. I also have the little pedal thingies that you those little blocks you put on the pedals, the one to help you reach the pedals. I got those too. Being a manlet is rough, man. What's crazy is that, like, whenever I type man, I've used the word manlet so much that like my phone actually autocorrects man to manlet. When I go to like text people, I was like, oh man, and it auto corrected it to manlet. It's like, that's incredible. I showed my friend that. He's like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? Ah, man. Reminds me of that episode of South Park, WCP. But still getting the bumpies. Come on. They're really trying to build up Long Island, and it's good. Like economic growth and everything. I'm all for that. Getting more housing for people. The problem is that we don't have the roads here. We don't have the capacity, right? So they keep building up and up and up, like in the city, right? They keep building taller buildings, more apartments. But with more apartments comes more people and more cars. And we don't really have like we can't build any more roads, right? Because there's water literally right over there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a ferry boat. Like the water's, I'm on the North Shore of Long Island right now, but we can't build any more roads because we're already like built to the water, and we keep building the buildings higher and higher, and it's not going so well with the way the traffic is and everything. So just something for the urban planners to think about. This live action Diddy Kong Racing isn't what I was hoping it would be. Yeah, it's not quite. I wish there actually were like boosters you could run over in real life and like make your car go a lot faster. That'd be like really fun and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna go up this hill. There you go, WCP. I'm hitting the boost. And this guy's gonna turn really slow and drive in the middle of the road with his blinker on. Oh, that is lovely. This is New York driving, ladies and gentlemen. That is what this is. I'm driving like a bat out of hell. How so? The guy in front of me isn't letting me drive like a bat out of hell. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. Reminds me of that Meatloaf song. I love Meatloaf. That was like, put out some pretty dope albums, I gotta say. Should actually turn on the radio. Well, so today was like a day from hell, and I knew today would be a day from hell when I get in my car, right, and back-to-back U2 songs come on the radio, and I don't know about you guys, but I hate U2. I think Bono is like the least talented person on this planet. Like that episode of South Park about him where he is the world's biggest number 2 was entirely correct. Like the guy's just full of himself, like thinks he's helping when he's really not. And the thing I really can't stand about him, probably the worst trait about Bono is his music's awful. Really, what it boils down to is just his music's terrible. It's like pollution to my ears. So there's that. I am probably gonna end this in a few minutes because I'm almost where I'm going. But you guys let me know how you guys felt about Afghanistan, Gabby Petito, Ghislaine Maxwell's trial coming up. All the hot topics really. And don't shop at Hot Topic. It's not a good store. Oh no, I got a pretty cool Johnny Bravo T-shirt from there once, so I guess it's an all right store. It's just like when I was in high school, that's where like all the like emo scene kids were like, yeah, let's go to Hot Topic. Oh my god, gotta buy like black eyeliner. I'm so cool. Yeah, look at me. I go to Hot Topic. Driving very slow again. I want to do a stream soon. That topic I touched on the other day about the disconnect between generations. I want to get like a panel of guests from like every. I want to get like a boomer, a Gen Xer, a millennial, a Zoomer. Just have like everybody in a panel and like hope it doesn't turn into a dumpster fire. It probably will, but like, you know, talk about some of the disconnects. I think that'd be fun. South Park episode of Hot Topic was good. Goth kids burning it down. Yep. Those goth kids on South Park, I definitely like went to high school with some people like that. It's definitely an archetype. It's a thing. It's a thing. But you know, I think a lot of them. It was a phase that a lot of people grew out of it. You know, I definitely had like phases that I grew out of. So, what's that? There wasn't really much else to talk about. I think that's pretty much gotten you guys all caught up on the current events and my thoughts on them. I you know, could probably be a little better versed on them, but again, trying to pretty damn busy lately. Mostly busy sitting in traffic. Sir, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna call things a night here, but all right. Well, hopefully I'll be back soon with some new content. But as of right now, things have just been pretty crazy. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, buddy boyos and girls, I will catch you guys next time. Bye, everyone.